Sorry. Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that. Happy we could help. Goodbye, officer.
Anything else you need from me? Just... Sylvie, yes. Oh, great.
You hear?
Anything else I can help you?
In the cabin, you see. The library card. Billy is a unisex name. Whoever owns most, if lost, please return.
Can I help you?
What is this thing?
Okay, well, this is actually... I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess? So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna go with thank you.
I feel good about our work here today.
It's not actually about that, but he liked it.
I dress up like a police officer.
Yes? What is it?
God damn it, you leave her alone.
Can I actually help you with...
Yes, of course. Preposterous. I mean, you would...
Again? I can't believe... I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say? Okay.
Jean.
Okay. I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent. Something of that kind.
Okay, why not? Let's do the old... You think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting? Okay. I don't know. Oh my god, there's more.
Yes? What is... Well,
Cut the shit. Every second you stand here running your mouth, the case grows colder.
So you just asked me for perception. Let's give you less perception.
Behind, you see 2, maybe 3 bushes. An old East Delta Commerce Center. This must be the name.
also apartments.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
The file cabinet stands. Remember, Leo, Everart's all items on the drawer slide.
I like the apartment buildings.
This is the... You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
I think that boosts rhetoric.
You're back before the cargo container. And, as it's always been, it's impossible.
Mr. Dubois, every worker... The Golden Boy returns once... My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You're in my inner circle. You...
See? Well done, sire. By guile and deceit, you're in.
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on... An old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry...
This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy. The one he described as terrifying.
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop The neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debarders Union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building. As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for
We might be looking at someone with a... Unstable is good, actually. She will be easier to disarm. No one.
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry. But
there it is again. The pigs.
I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally, someone calls them.
It actually sounds extremely bad, but let's not give him the...
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you...
She will be there from 2200 hours till 0200 hours.
More fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do.
Harry! By now... Well...
He proudly spreads his...
So the village is doomed.
You were there. Reset. Harry. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time to move on.
And then there will be a giant statue of him, towering up.
I'm not a symbolist, Harry. I'm a realist. My statue will be Martin A... Damn right I'm up to something, Harry. I did not, Harry. Although I am very, very glad he's dead. While...
And what do you...
Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pine. I have. It's a great story, Harry. Did you also know how the bee colony kills the giant hornet? Harry, we outnumber them 1,500. The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them. Harry, there is no strike, only... We're not going to give nothing.
The word fuck.
So that's why you haven't let Joyce in?
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her arsehole. She has no chance. Tits from her arse.
Actually, no.
Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it's already happening.
2,373 is a sizable...
Oh, you mean what sort of good? We've been running back channel with
That's drug
traffic.
Drug trafficking? All they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. The company thinks transport...
In bulk shipping.
We're gonna transport the living...
Benefit is...
And the kids on the street can get...
I'm an old-fashioned guy. But if I...
He's basically admitting to it.
You know why you're such a good detective, Harry. Anyway, let's not focus on the sensationalism of the drug trade. This hypothetical drug trade is all anyone ever seems to be interested. Let's look at the big picture. I'm gonna unite them all into one economic body. We're gonna incorporate this place to Kingdom Come. Everyone's gonna be in. Harry, the length you're willing to go to keep your nose clean is remarkable. You will all... We're way past specific union members now. You can bother Leonard with that.
There's something different about him now. He's more vibrant, more alive.
Great, Harry, great. This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun. I'm always happy to educate and very... Most certainly, Harry. Nothing brightens my day like brainstorming these things with you. By all means, Harry.
Mister, I'm not gonna bother you with a long greeting, just like we talked about before. I know you're probably a busy man being an important police officer.
Mr. Everett doesn't really want... Mr. Edgar is Mr. Everett's brother. He looks a bit younger, he does. But a very smart fellow. Very smart fellow indeed. He's away on some union business. Not even in Revershaw, they say. All kinds of places he visits. Him and his brother both do when they're on a vacation. Left with the first...
South Safari. The trade must have been lucrative for the trip to be so long.
He's a union man through and through. Honestly, I don't know what he does for us, but it must be important because everybody... Whoa, He's really something. He doesn't talk much to me usually, but when he does, I don't... Once he said he's a dragon to this mob fellow who came picking a fight. Oh, Titus is a longshoreman through and through. He was born on a boat, they say. His veins are probably I'd best not. I mean, I could, but I don't think Mr. Everett would like it very much. The night guard. Ooh. We talk all the time, but I don't... They lived on the same street their entire lives. Even dated the same girl on and Mr. Martin, yes. Don't really remember much about him. Sure, mister. What can Leo do for you?
Fuck! God, that game's so annoying sometimes. Oh, Lane's not here today.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for... Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here?
Hello again, esteemed officer.
Just an ordinary war. Nothing to see here.
There must be another way into the building.
You see a young man on a...
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
It's the voice of someone who has something to hide, my liege.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Is it really that important? All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run. Help you? No, sorry, gendarme. I have to run. My name?
That's definitely not his real name.
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice? I can tell that you finally got him down. Thank you.
What were you doing?
Oh.
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
A downy blanket of white.
You didn't answer the question.
It was my Sunday friend.
He doesn't reply. Gesturing no.
No. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
This isn't the place or time for questions. For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information.
But, hold on. What's that? It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to, he could be a witness. He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? If we find a way inside...
A stone. There's a key beneath it.
This must be for... We'll just have to go.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a safety chain. An unpaid energy bill is attached.
And the place comes with 3 months' worth of utility bills.
What's that sound?
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges. No response. The apartment numbers have fallen off the door. You'll need to equip the chain cutters to enter. Snip right through the metal. A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges. Snip.
I know there's no stopping you, but...
A bundle of clothes. In the dark, it looks like a nest. Something underneath there is... Your hand touches it. It's deep. In you see a 60-year-old, fat, red-headed. You don't have to take him down. He's already down.
I'm afraid it is. Look, it moves.
And look, the other foot is Max Tor is a gas company. A groan rises from the man's throat, dry like a death rattle. He's trying to say something in his sleep. The man groans once again, but his tongue keeps failing him, and then it dawns upon him. Pigs. He's trying to call you pigs. His hand falls back on the bed.
At least he got to say his piece. Well,
the lieutenant's right. The man's unwashed hair bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest is coppery. The light from the window falls into his half-open.
I think he's still quite bad. This man won't be feeding his family anytime soon. Not that he was, but...
A pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you from the dark, empty, and...
Can't you tell? It happens to exceptionally committed substance abusers. They fall asleep with their eyelids still open. Not a pretty sight. Look, he's trying to communicate. What is there to do? We could turn him on his side so he doesn't choke on his own vomit, but he's already on his side. We could take him to Remedy or Saint-Baptiste, but he doesn't have... They don't do charity for people who are trying to kill themselves. Besides, he'll be dead in a few.
Wow, really?
He is. Mumps the pile of blankets, grunts miserably. A phone book lies open on the table, covering a stack of utility bills. Right.
Good.
The minuscule amount of amphetamine doesn't interest the lieutenant in the slightest. He listens instead to some... You pocket the bottle as if it were...
That's from 2 years ago.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says it's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of...
You seem committed to it, so go on.
No reply. You hear someone walking around inside. The walking stop sounded like a woman. A woman's shoes.
Who is this? Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant?
Let's go. We don't have...
It's generally easier to do things...
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis. I'm fine. Now, what?
She's the cleaning lady.
I'm no one. If you can call it living. It's barely...
She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while. Even her sentences feel...
Yes. I know who you mean. The school...
Somewhere in the building, a child...
What's he in trouble for? Talk?
What was so...
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony.
Thank you. We should...
It's about Victor, isn't it? It's always about Victor with her. You'll find the Majors in apartment 20 upstairs. It's one... Ask away, police. People come and go.
They probably just moved.
No one lives there. It's been impossible. I would know if... Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. Great. Young people. There. Oh, that one is assigned. I think he studies astronomy. Something to do with all those stuff. That's what I said.
The lieutenant shakes his head, as though to say, let it go.
I don't want to talk about Dewaiters. Addicts. They don't like me cleaning behind.
It was dirtier there.
We saw unpaid utility.
No one likes them in this building. It's only because of I don't like talking about those people. The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She leaves an old lady to her business. More. Oh, no.
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. But, yeah, you got me now.
That smell coming from her paint, red-dyed heavy fuel oil, is only used in government vehicles, or at least that's the idea.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock. Something to think about next time you're driving around in your I don't believe it. I've never known those boys to have manners. They'll never be skulls, but their hearts are in the right place. Fat chance, but you can still do your part to...
She throws you a...
Have you noticed the quiet? This place is a sepulchre.
There needs to be a difference between like entering and exiting and looking at and examining a thing.
Ruination has come. A great force from the north. The tenement act. The wind blows through your hair. The sea breeze cuts from the eyes of a seagull. Those are only three. The waves of what didn't fall in. A fleet. They massed many us. Coalition warship. Arch.
A coalition. But that was a long time.
Alright. Okay, no secret. This is a basement. Ah, that's a shortcut.
Hello again, officers. Oh, not o-
She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Yes, I keep. Does anyone in a shoot, Piggy?
What happened here? It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it. Indeed. You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the... You hear...
Excuse me?
You have plenty of reason to enter.
Oh, come on.
Well,
That was smart.
Your shoes.
Yes?
Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked in. Attaboy, the world's secrets were made.
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I...
Boy, there are...
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my...
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely... It was some...
A sudden...
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry.
It was some sort of moribund old man. Didn't have a happy ending.
Oh, that's another huge mess. And again, I have no idea how a hole in the wall.
The sum must have been puny.
Well, it does not disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it. These apartments are perfect, I'll tell you. Don't ask me. Both apartments are now Of course.
Give me a moment. I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them. Yes.
Your statements are too vague to comment. This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board. This door has been closed with a padlock. The shackle...
After you.
A plaster cast bust depict.
The White Star, the photos on the... Whoever lives here, there aren't many communists around. Not after the revolution.
So how do I get upstairs to the guy who was murdered? I mean, not murdered. The guy who died on the boardwalk. Yeah, it doesn't seem like this room leads anywhere. Where am I supposed to go?
Give me a moment. It's about Victor, isn't it? It's always about Victor with her. It's about Victor, isn't it? It's always about Victor with her. You'll find the Maisons in apartment 20 upstairs. It's one of those doors on the balcony.
That isn't just a fight. The star and even today, half to symbolize also some social because white is gone. Gone is the glory. You are the big.
It's confusing that there's two sets of balconies.
A weathered brown door. Something smells. The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock. A weathered. The lieutenant.
You're right. Let's talk this.
You hear light.
We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. Dead? Just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't. Yes, it's hard. But there is no easy way to handle this information.
The lieutenant motions towards...
Hello?
And someone turns down the radio. He gives you a short,
The police.
tidy enough.
Come in. The door.
Maybe you should sit down, lady. Got bad news for you. You have a kid?
It's you from the book stand. Did you come to bring my cockatoo back?
Oh shit, is this lady?
I don't think I introduced myself properly.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses condensation from stepping inside. Just keep it together.
Sorry, I'm rambling. It's just that
How about some small talk before you break the news?
Not empathetic person in general. Well, they still have negative
She
empathy.
looks up, too anxious to say.
How have I been? You're not...
Can't write a scene without knowing the actors. Ask more.
It's me, Victor, and the kids here. We have 2 daughters, Jenny and Jolie. They came home. The girls are staying at their friend.
She swallows.
He has a problem with... He's probably in the parks drinking with his friends. I sent him to the library. No, I guess I'll find... It shouldn't be long from now. Oh, it's...
Central...
I think...
It is.
Just to return a book of mine. Why? Yes. His old leather it's just your average... Yes. The lining is hand-sewn.
She folds her hands across her chest.
Too much small talk.
I don't want to.
It's you. I don't think I...
The lieutenant condensation.
I just changed my shirt so I don't have negative empathy.
It's... I don't...
The lieutenant condensation from stepping inside.
Is this about... No. This is some...
How about some small talk before you break the news?
It's me, Victor, and the kids here. We have 2 The girls are...
She swore.
He's probably in the parks drinking with his friends. I sent him to the library a few days ago, but I guess his old leather... it's just your... Yes. The lining is hand-sewn.
She folds her hands across her chest. I don't want to.
I had something to present.
There has been enough. I don't want to do this.
Say what?
Officer.
Too late. You ruined it.
Excuse me? What?
She's in pain. You sense that the lieutenant is ready to say something. Don't let him. Fix this yourself. The lieutenant...
Just tell me what happened to Victor. Expired. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I just need a... I don't know what to say. I guess what I want to know is, how did he die? And you just found... How long had he been there?
She doesn't reply. You hear the clock ticking.
Is there anyone?
No. I just need to...
Unreal.
God. Should I call them? Should I tell them to come home? All right. Just tell me, what?
For God's sake, lie.
And...
He was taken to the city morgue. The local coroner will be... Is there anything...
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still a bit... A brain condition.
Again, if there...
She just nods, distant. These are her last
I'll take it from here.
We should step outside and talk.
Goddamn game.
So, the death notification. It's alright, don't worry. I'll call the station when we're finished with the day, and let them know the name of the deceased. There's not much we can do for them anymore. That's it. We should get back to our... And, officer, I've seen worse. This wasn't...
Yeah, Kim's always so nice.
This door is made of metal and appears to be number 28. This is where the clean...
Let's see if anyone...
This door is made of number 28. No one.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think we should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about the smoker on the balcony? This is why we...
Don't worry. It's mostly all still here. You can...
Tomorrow, 9 p.m., right here.
Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big... Remember, tomorrow, he's probably gone for...
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? More lessons in basic reality? Glad to have been of assistance. You're back. Good. More lessons in basic reality?
A strange, it's on the tip of your tongue.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Oh, okay, fast travel. I like a fast travel.
Hey, good to... So what's happening?
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel.
That, sadly...
Idiot Doom Spiral, huh?
You too...
Hey, I think I found the husband.
Here we go.
There's a cylinder.
Who's that?
His self-conscious...
Is that the police? Don't worry. To what?
That's sarcasm. He takes...
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That...
The 881 is a raised motorway that separates Martinez from Jamrock. The labyrinth of streets...
You broke the waterlock with a motor carriage. There was a billboard in the canal. Not a vehicle. It said Samaran Butter. Did he say we can... Yes, Gary!
Sir.
I just have to do one more round.
His hands are large and weather-worn, but also used...
Well, first of all, I'm
Seems puny to be
Good question. And I suspect it may be small, but I cannot...
a ghost insect, he said?
No, that is precisely what typical. Even simply catching a... Very... Not...
It's clear.
By which I mean... I've heard... Yes, it's the first credible sign. I have to...
He means asexual reproduction. The females of the species don't need to mate to produce viable eggs. This makes it easier for a species with a small population to survive.
Yes, in Celindian... Well... Yes. Simple. At least, that's... Low.
Inside a meat-eating stick insect.
Thank you for your opinion. Well...
The traps do seem to be deftly...
Yes. What? I've just thought... It's not child's play. Real. I know you think one is a respectable profession, while the... No.
Interesting. Something... He's interested.
Most establishment... No. Of the lit... Tuber... Yes. We cryptozoologists are brutally honest with ourselves. More so, indeed.
He has clearly done his math.
Yes. And I'm eager to return to my wife and...
Come on, Morel.
And leave...
Come on. She wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts.
Of course.
She's seen it.
Yes. Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian phasmid together. No.
I could go for some.
I didn't expect you to take such an... Yes, indeed. There are 4 in total. One is... Another... The third is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. A big thicket of reeds going up the slope, and among them...
West to the south on this little peninsula by the boathouses. Another we send lands in northeast.
You should check at least one of those before returning to this one, since I just said it.
That seems like a lot. Do we really have time for this? Is it?
Bring it to me.
He's not comfortable with the possibility that you'll...
That's hot. It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to you.
I hope you're not...
It is precious.
Right.
Final.
Thank you for your...
If it's more cryptid-related business you want to discuss... But what if the information is vital? What about his eager-to-leave friend Gary there? Talk to him too, perhaps.
Hello. Yellow.
The Lieutenant Yellow Man.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect. I like...
Degenerates. This man respects authority too much. To see the truth inscribed upon thine own visage. Pretend thou art a paragon of virtue.
Oh, I did... Oh, so that's what the arse...
So you do know something about it?
No.
He's not feeling... He didn't kill him or...
My mug? Why would you think that? Really? I hear it all the time. All in jest, of course. No offense meant to anyone. Okay, I admit it. You're not going to find me, are you? Whew. I don't know what got into me, really.
What did you do?
Nothing. I know a guy who works with the trash collection services. See, so I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to... I'm sorry.
Disgraced. No need for the history on...
He studies his reaction. Gary doesn't answer.
Officer, please. I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes lying around in the yard, smelling. Then I came out to clean up the rags, because no one else would. Okay. I was coming to throw the mug away, and, well, I threw them.
Right. It was just...
Exactly.
As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks, like the clinking of glass beads against one another as they roll across a hard...
What sound?
Really? There's lots of weird stuff out here.
The sound you heard was not the sound of something easily abandoned.
Armor? No.
An infant could see he's not telling the truth. There's something going on here. You should observe him more closely after this topic is concluded.
I hope I could help your investigation.
Does this mean you were in his apartment, admiring his colonial mug collection?
No.
After all this time with Morel, he must...
Yes, officer? Not many...
Do you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said the next racist will be a really good one? Well, this is that racist.
Hey, man. All I meant was there are not many Sealites around here. I'm just stating a fact. Oh, yes. Of course he is. I was just speaking about his... connections. Sure.
His eyes narrow slightly. He's wondering where this is going.
Mr. Everard? So you work for Everard? What have...
As he lowers his tone, he hunches his back.
I was probably talking too loud in the world. I won't do it again.
This scared him proper.
The weather vane had...
He clearly liked his squirming. He may even have changed his mind. One more door. There is no way to open the supply depot door. Accept it. You cannot open all the doors. You have to integrate this into your
All psyche
character.
white checks
Some
unlocked.
doors will forever remain closed, even if every single other door will...
Wait, what? Put on some composure clothes. Composure +3. That's pretty good.
Always a play. I mean, officers.
That shirt looks very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons. No, he's... Yes, like a piece...
I knew you'd figure it out. I was ashamed of what I did. And I...
We're not detecting false...
Gary! Later, Mar...
No, you've got explaining to do.
Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them do it. So I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up. All those rags on the ground, only the cuirass was left. So I stripped it off him. It was early in the morning.
We're detecting sincere contrition.
It's okay. It was a...
I'm so fucking sorry I called you Yellow Man.
They were thoroughly conservative men, he realized.
Because I was...
The hell?
I'll explain later. I always thought it was the Union.
This is all he knows. He sighs again, hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass, but so light to hold, like a bag.
Yes, absolutely. I will never...
Hoo-hoo. I'm invincible.
We'll be on our way soon. Thank you. Hell no.
Thanks.
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one behind you, the ruins of a residential building. Locusts are crawling around in the trap.
Big surprise. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go. Surely.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall.
Correct. Meaning this is a lot of bullet holes. Looks like the manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was
A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall, 10 meters away. Other snowflakes a long time. The abundance of bullet holes lead a host of men. They stand. 7 men in combat uniform. The commandant. The one who...
I don't know. I don't know who died here. Perhaps the ones executed.
Remember what Trent Heidelstein said about Veld?
Another likely...
Or maybe...
Yeah. It's very unlikely the coalition forces were the... To be honest, if a coalition...
A cold... This is the reeds by the... This trap is also full of panic.
Another empty trap. Always up for a good job.
Near the canal you crossed.
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine. Calling.
Hello?
Hello, Girard. No, what you are is a surprise. Get his wife on the phone.
Who is this?
like that. Very funny.
Phone disconnect tone. The remaining windows rattled from a strong gust of wind.
No, I had a partner once. They called him well enough, actually.
His hand. There's some tear. An empty too empty. No, there's more.
A tragedy.
Whoever read Astra, you see, it's hard to concentrate. This trap's not the reeds sway. Nothing but locusts in this.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we are done.
The lieutenant. An old door.
It's military. The washerwoman.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice.
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer.
It takes you. The reeds bend. The trap feels no locust, no phasmid either. But still, your voice echoes on the...
Well, the bait worked on something.
The netting is a little untidy, messier than the others. Like someone or something picked up the trap and shook it before dropping it back down on the ground.
We did, sort of, promise to tell.
The reeds bend forlornly toward the sand. Inside, you see a set of steering levers arrayed.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Still no word, I'm afraid.
In the
This is Precinct 50.
in the cabin, you see
I better get the helmet by going fishing with that lady.
Make way for the master poet.
It's all minus empathy. It almost fell close.
Now it's turning into a kind of a...
ease into it.
I'm okay, man.
Maybe the
Almost.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for... Here, I want to give you a small...
The little silvery... You could ask her about this when you get the time. It's probably a cryptid, but the phasmid, of course, is more important. There's really...
Oh.
One cryptid, not a...
Ooh, tough choice there.
Yes. Yes, it was reported by Soul. Yes, it has. Indeed. Which is to say, the kind green ape is a species with which we share a common ancestor, and that...
The lieutenant.
Oh, no, I didn't mean...
A tremendous evolutionary advantage, I'm sure. Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
He nods approvingly.
I couldn't possibly shout.
He tries to play it cool, remain professorial.
Good. Okay. Completely empty?
No locusts?
That's not...
It just means the Insulindian...
Of course, more clever.
Yes.
Another trip to the Reeds.
Of course. Actually, no.
Heartfelt gratitude.
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation here.
Consider the way that you should ask the...
A little hooligan.
Oh, my dear.
Delinquent.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us.
Well...
After this...
Really, Gary?
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some... Morel, it's been fun.
No.
He keeps the language unemotional.
Who's this guy?
Always a pleasure to see an... officer.
Is that what he looks like?
Was that? Could it be? There seems to be. Lena also said that it couldn't be heard. Honestly, your ear.
No.
Of course he doesn't. There it is again. It must be very... Keep still. What are you doing? You're a police officer. Oh no. No. Too late. Keep your ears peeled then.
No.
So he knows locusts.
Oh my god, I told...
She sounds like she's about to cry, out of disappointment at Kuno's newfound lameness.
Deny everything. Kuno's not gonna say
There's definitely something going on here. Remember his pig's head shack? You should check it out.
Kuno...
Remember this shack over here? Maybe you should check it out.
All around you, the hiss is like skyscraper.
Well, detective, it appears you've solved the locusts. For the missing locust case, which is a... Yes. I feel we are nearing a real... If anything, the presence... But what do I...
Use your powers of deduction. You knew the magic bug was nowhere...
I'll let you handle it.
Oh my god, how am I not done this game yet?
Fuck, does Kuno care? Yeah. Kuno took the books. It's not... Stop! You stop...
There's a tug of war. The girl forces herself to watch again. But did he just say I? Kuno usually calls Kuno, Kuno.
Oh, Kuno! Yeah.
In it, you hear snow melting, dripping from the eaves. Someone closing a window.
I don't believe you.
For once, the boy is lost for words. He turns completely red now, with splotches of white beginning to appear across his face.
Kuno's gonna let the fucking locusts die. I don't give...
The girl's face appears again.
Pig. The fuck are they trying...
He recognizes the name.
Bitches think Kuno doesn't know shit.
As you leave, you notice his usual rooster. There's silence between the two children.
I'll die before I...
Wait, what am I doing now?
Hello, officer. So it was...
Thank you for telling us, sweet...
She acts chipper.
Yeah.
He has a 38...
Darling, I told...
You're right, you're right. We can come back next season, when it's warmer.
You can?
He wants to see this town.
Really?
What?
Here's a fresh batch of locals. They should slide right down the funnel.
Oh boy. Still don't know where to go to get the gun lady. I guess I'll wander around the fishing docks after 10. It's only 3 p.m. in the afternoon.
The purity of snow always reminds me of the purity.
Composure. Why does it tell me that stuff in the thing?
The purity of snow always.
I'm wearing my composure gear.
Everything's...
Looking for something or...
Loman, you called me at...
A lorry abandoned. The smell of cigarettes and perfume. There's something odd about the passenger seat. The seating fabric has been pulled tight over the lower side of the seat. Closed. An old monument stands in the middle. The trap stands empty amongst the reeds. No in the locusts. They're not really...
Good. Now that's done. Don't answer that.
God damn it, why does that have low screen? Oh, my eyes are getting tired. I should probably go to sleep.